Hello everybody, what is up, and welcome to the one and only episode 6 of the official PlayStation podcast of PlaystationFollower, the PS Procast. My name is Christian Buckley, and I'm joined by my fellow PSF member, Omar Nakvi.
Hello.
If you don't know, the PS Procast is where myself, Omar, and some PSN friends here or there get together and talk PlayStation and the gaming industry every week. This week we're trying some new things when it comes to the format, so as always though, please, if you have questions for us, email us at psfollowers@gmail.com. Still waiting on those, so if you want to be the first one, the opportunity is there. So,
Please.
How you doing, Omar?
Pretty well. How about you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good about the show this week.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the news.
Yeah, there's some big stuff in the news.
Some games coming out.
Yeah, some game announcements. Well, more like confirmations, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so normally how we'd start off a show is talking about what we've been playing, but that's not the case this time.
Yeah.
This time. This time we're going to be going into what normally gets posted on Tuesday, the drop segment, but it has a different name this week. I want to turn the drop post into a game. I'll explain it really quick. You have two options, hype and low-key hype. Basically what that means is I'm going to run through the drop posts as we normally do. We can go through each one at a time. I'm going to read the name of the game, go through the description, and then after it's done, you can pick it as being your hyped game, which means this is the one I'm looking forward to most this week. Your low-key hype game, where it's like I'm interested, but like could go either way. And if neither of us are interested in it, we can kind of probably just like brush past it.
Sounds good.
Alright, so like I was saying though, this is based around our drop segment, and every week what we do on the PS Procast is go over to the PlayStation blog, where Ryan Clements documents everything new coming to PlayStation systems in a list he calls the drop. What we do on here is cherry pick what we think is the most interesting and tell you all about these titles. You can find the full link to the drop list down below. So here are the titles coming to PS4 for the week of April 4th. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, digital and retail PS4 coming on April 7th. Step into the boots of Grayson Hunt after a crash landing on an old resort planet What? An old resort planet forces him to make a hard choice. What is that? An old resort
Well, I think that's part of the universe, was like the people, they started making planets that would be destinations that you take vacations at, I think.
Okay.
I think that's how that universe went. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's been like 6 years. I don't know, sorry.
Yeah, execute masterful kills with Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition's unique combat system that rewards you for performing the most creative and deadly kills imaginable. I never played Bulletstorm.
I did.
How was it?
6 years ago. I thought it was great. I loved it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the writing, like I used to be like, before that game came out, the writing really put me off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember all those like crazy swear phrases and whatever?
Yeah, it reminded me of Borderlands because of the art style, the like over crazed obsession with guns, and the writing.
Yeah, but actually I had a really great time with it. I thought the characters were like really well written.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun with that gameplay. You have like this like electro lasso. It was one of the better shooters I think of the past decade.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I loved it. But this remaster though, I'm not so sure about. Like it's what, $50 or something?
I think it might be full release, like full retail.
Yeah, $60. Like what? This game came out 6 years ago?
And it isn't really adding anything new, right? It's just a remaster.
Well, they add Duke Nukem, which sounds like the worst thing ever to me. Like, Duke Nukem should not be in video games anymore. Forever was a bad game, but if you play Duke Nukem 3D nowadays too, it's just like the corniest thing imaginable. Yeah, that stuff sounds bad.
If you're a fan of the first game, that's cool. You can like.
Yeah, also it's like 6 hours long too.
Yeah, so.
Just talking about the value perspective there, like what? $60? Nah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you're not giving either of those to this.
Nah, that's nothing.
That's a pass.
That's a pass. That's a Black Friday deal. I'll grab happily.
Same. Next up, though, is Drawn to Death, which is digital, and it's going to be free if you have PlayStation Plus. Drawn to Death is the latest title from acclaimed game developer David Jaffe, creator of God of War and Twisted Metal. This competitive online multiplayer shooter provides deep gameplay mechanics by blending the nuance of a fighting game with the action of a competitive shooter. I mean, it's free.
Yeah, it is free if you have Plus. I think that game could be cool. I played the beta of it once and I thought it was alright. Something about that art style doesn't really do it for me.
It looks too muddled. You know?
Yeah, it looks, the sharp edges and whatever, like, it looks very, I don't know, I like it in theory.
Yeah, like, remember the first concept trailer? It was like some angry kid's notebook of doodles.
Yeah, I kind of like that concept.
Yeah, I do too.
Also, I think it needs to be like, you know, kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's just a serious, edgy, beating down game, I don't know. I think they're doing a great thing though in releasing it on Plus, because then hopefully there's a lot of people playing it, you know?
Yeah, maybe this could be this year's Rocket
League. Yeah. Well, that's what people were saying about Disc Jam too, but I hear it's pretty rough getting into a game of that.
Yeah, I've never checked it out. I'm more interested in the Windjammers release.
Yes.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
But,
that's gonna be great.
Drawn to Death though, I don't think I'm gonna give either to this.
Yeah, I'm hopeful because, you know, David Jaffe, right? He has made some pretty great games.
Yeah.
I have some fond memories of God of War and Twisted Metal, you know? But his, what was his last game? I guess his last game was like the last Twisted Metal, right?
The remake?
Yeah, well, like the reboot kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was alright. But yeah, no hypes for that one.
Yeah, me either. So there are 2 more titles, so I'm pretty sure we're both going to be giving ours to the same things.
Yeah.
Next up, though, is Parappa the Rapper Remastered. After 20 years since his debut, Parappa the Rapper returns to PlayStation. Relive the original music game and join Parappa on his quest to win the heart of Sunny Funny and learn from favorite rap masters like Chop Chop Master Onion, Instructor Mussolini, and Cheep Cheep the Cooking Chicken. So, are you giving this your hype or your low-key hype?
This is my low-key hype. It's an important game that they're bringing back, because if you try to play Parappa the Rapper now on like an emulator or anything, it's going to be pretty tough with all the input latency and like with a rhythm game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, this needs to happen.
Also, I'd throw out there that Parappa the Rapper 2, which is on PSN right now, not as good.
Yeah, no, it didn't do it.
Songs, everything, the way they like changed up some stuff, not into it.
Jammer Lammy though.
Yeah,
that might be the best.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but yeah, no, seriously, this is awesome. I'm also really well priced, right? Like $15 or something.
Yeah, and if you pre-order it with Plus right now, it's only $12, I think.
Yeah, see, that's a cool release. I'm really excited to dive into that. How long was that game again? Like 2 hours long?
It's not long. You could probably finish it in a sitting.
Yeah, it's a cool game. I'm excited that Sony's doing all that with Loco Roco and Patapon too.
Yeah, I think it's also very important as far as preservation of other PS1 games go.
Totally.
Because we've talked about this before. I'm all about this. This Crash is more of a remaster though, but I think this is just getting upscaled and added trophies.
No, did you see that demo?
I've been staying away from it. I just want to like try it out.
Well, man, they redrew all the art. And it looks gorgeous in 1080p. Like, this is a high-end remaster, I think.
Alright, so if that's the case, then...
Yeah.
Still all about this. I'll put this in the same category as Crash, because if they want to start bringing up more PS1 games, because, I mean, the big 4 off the top of my head, Parappa, Crash Insane Trilogy, the Final Fantasy VII port, and Resident Evil Remake, are 4 bigger PS1 games getting a second life on PS4. I want more of these.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it too, but it just goes to show also how dumb it is that Sony doesn't have PS1 BC on PS4.
I know, and
like,
I mean, if they'd rather put the effort in to make everything look prettier, sure. I mean, I'd still like to go back and play Metal Gear Solid how Metal Gear Solid looks, you know?
Yeah, I'd like both options, you know? Give me both.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I should give this my hype or my low-key hype, because I'm really into this, but at the same time, this is the next game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'm going to give this the low-key hype this week. But
this next game... Oh.
Yeah, so the next and last game on the drop this week is Persona 5. The newest addition to the Persona series follows the actions of young phantom thieves. During the day, strengthen bonds with people as a high school student living your life, and after school, become a phantom thief that wields the power of personas to infiltrate the world within the hearts of evil adults. An unprecedented story of social reform begins. So, where do you want to start with this? This is obviously getting hype from both of us.
This might be, like, my most anticipated video game of all time. I know I'm throwing around some crazy phrases right now, but I played Persona 4 on, like, my Vita in, like, 2012, and it was like one of the best gaming experiences I've had. This game got announced, and I watched the live stream of this announcement in like the craziest way, where like it had this like old lady that wasn't telling you about Persona 5, and then like 12 hours later it was announced and it said winter 2014 was a release date.
Oh wow.
And now it's like April 2017 and we're finally gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like man, those Persona games are special. You don't get them too often. This one looks incredible. They skipped the PS3 generation in general.
Yeah, well, this is also releasing on PS3.
Well, yeah, exactly. So like,
and I don't think it's going to be like downgraded or anything, because this looks like it could run on a PS3.
No, yeah, I think it's the same game, 30 frames per second on each, and like 720p on PS3, 1080 on PS4.
Yeah,
so like, it's a PS3 like remaster, I think, basically, but just play it on PS4 if you have that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's basically the same thing as, or it's comparable to Zelda.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm. So, I have no experience with Persona. I'm looking forward to Persona 5.
Yeah, man.
I do like me some Pokemons and some JRPGs.
Yeah, man.
So
you'll get a lot of those with this.
Yeah, so, you've been, like, media blackout, though, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen, like, anything on this game. I have a copy of it. Like, I imported it from Japan.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, in September 2016, yeah, when that came out there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really get a chance to play it because I can't read Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
But I just felt like such an important release that I felt like I needed to own that right away.
True. Speaking of Japan and Zelda, though, the Japanese VO with English subs is going to be available for Persona 5 through DLC. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the DLC is free.
Yeah, it's free and I think goes up on release date.
Yeah.
That's super cool that they're allowing that. Mm-hmm. Personally, I've always like been fine with the Persona dubs. I think the people at Atlas USA are like incredible with their localizations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought the Persona 4 dub and English text was like fantastic. So I'm hopeful that 5 is the same way.
I've heard,
but for people who want that authenticity, that's fine too.
I've heard some mixed things.
I've seen some mixed things, but also like I don't know where it's coming from because like it just feels like people are taking out of context things from the trailers and then blaming the whole game on it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm gonna play it in English because I understand English, and I'm cool with subtitles too. And I would like to do that, but like, I don't know. I think it kind of adds to my immersion factor of those games, anyways.
Yeah. So, Persona 5 gets my hype for the week.
Yeah, hardcore hype. I cannot wait.
Did you pre-order the special steelbook Steal Your Heart edition or whatever?
Yeah,
it's called?
I'm getting that stupid bag and that stupid plushie.
Didn't you get a hat too?
I hope so. That sounds great.
I thought you got a hat of the cat guy, Morgana or whatever his name is.
I don't know. I need more hats.
Yeah. More hats are always a good thing.
Yep.
But yeah. So that wraps the drop for this week. Like I said, the full list is linked down below. There are a few other things worth checking out on there, but it wouldn't be a week without some game news. And this week, we basically got not a game announcement, which I do love game announcements, but this is sort of a game confirmation like we said earlier. Destiny 2.
Wasn't it an announcement?
Well, the thing is, we always knew Destiny 2 was going to happen.
Like, I feel like we could say that because, like, 10 years ago when, like, Bungie signed on with Activision or whatever, they had this deal in place for more Destinies.
Well, not even that, though, but I mean, like, after... when Destiny first came out and they had that 10-year plan...
Right.
Like, after the second or third expansion, I think at least definitely after the Taken King, we're like, okay, we're gonna get a Destiny 2.
Yeah, and I guess we did, like, they did confirm it, like, what was that whole release they did when they told us about, like, your characters wouldn't come over?
Right? I don't
know.
That was a while ago.
I was remembering when the characters, like, they had the whole thing but saying, so, in the future of Destiny, your characters won't come over without actually saying Destiny 2.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, across last year. But
yeah,
Destiny 2 officially revealed through a teaser for a CG trailer and then a CG trailer. September 8th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC this time.
Hell yeah.
Think you're gonna get this?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I like Destiny. I think they did some like really commendable stuff over the course of that game, transforming it into something actually worth playing.
Yeah.
You know, I think the Taken King is like actually one of the coolest expansions I've seen.
Yeah, Taken King is it helped a lot. It got me back into it definitely because I put a ton of time grinding a character up to the max level when the game first came out when it was just vanilla. But I kind of got burnt out, but Taken King sucked me back in, and I've been playing on and off here or there. So Destiny 2 though, I'm kind of happy with the whole reset.
It seems like it's a reboot of the whole concept.
Yeah,
you know, I think like even like going back to, I know Destiny eventually changed its tone a bit, but when that game came out and it was like that Peter Dinklebot telling you about the wizards on the moon in the most like dry, not funny way.
Yeah, well, now
it was like
now it's Nolan North.
Yeah, now it's when they made Nolan North, that was like their admittance of, hey, we know this game has a pretty dire tone. Right?
Yeah, because the I remember I do like the whole world and lore they set up. I was into that, but like the whole like Vanilla's story, people have said this a million times, so we don't have to go into it, but
yeah,
I'm just glad Destiny 2 looks to be more aware of itself.
Yeah, it seems more aware of itself. It seems like it's more narrative focused so far.
Yeah, that's really good.
In terms of like all the focus on the story, like you've seen that trailer, right? The release trailer or whatever, the announcement.
Oh, the first one? Or the
yeah, with Cade 6 and that guy.
Yeah.
I think it's like what? It's Nathan Fillion's Cade 6 and then Lance Reddick plays the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like it seems like they're balancing the tone of like the first Destiny and then the new one.
Yeah, basically.
And it's like the new one is just such a drastic departure. Mm-hmm. One that I didn't actually think was like that funny, but I see what they're going for, and I appreciate that they're taking those levels to take a huge change to Destiny, you know?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So I have a list, though, of all the information that got released about Destiny 2. So, like we said, September 8th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Cool.
That actually makes me wonder if it's going to be a Scorpio release, too.
Switch. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not gonna, especially with the always online. That's not gonna.
Yeah, no.
PS4 exclusive content again until fall 2018.
Man, I think that's still a bummer. Like, I don't know.
Well, just hear me out for a sec.
Yeah.
Destiny, at first, remember it was rumored for a while that it was going to be a PS4 exclusive.
I feel like those rumors were there, but also I kind of never took them for granted, but sure.
No, I mean like a while back, like first rumblings of it. There were like definite talks that it was going to be exclusive.
Oh yeah, maybe I do remember that, because that was like a crazy thing to think that Bungie would do.
Yeah, and then as time progressed and when those talks died down and then when the announcement came out, then there was the difference. But yeah, so them having like exclusive content, I know it kind of sucks for like a game to be a timed exclusive and stuff, but exclusive content, I get less upset about it. It might just be because I have a PS4, but like when Rise of the Tomb Raider came out, I was looking forward to that, but when it was the Xbox One thing, I was like, cool, I'll just wait, because there was other stuff. So I mean, but I do know the Destiny fandom is very hardcore with everything, but if we look back at what Destiny 1's exclusive content was, it's a lot of guns. I think we got a strike that Xbox didn't get. And, yeah, but again, this is only for a year.
Yeah, I don't know. It just... Maybe I'm just hurt more because I'm probably going to be playing this game on a PC.
Oh, that's true.
But just... I don't know. The deals, as I understand them to be, are more like Sony goes up to Bungie and says, hey, we'll market your game a lot more. Just have the exclusive content for us, right? And then, like, I feel like Activision doesn't need that marketing money, though, do they?
I mean, they can put it more towards COD, I guess. But,
yeah,
I mean, like,
I don't know.
Keep Destiny 2, keep Call of Duty, keep it out of my PlayStation E3 conference.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. I love Destiny, I love COD, keep it out of PlayStation's E3.
Yeah, I mean, I assume, like, people are craving for some gameplay, but, like, what is going to be... You're going to pull the left trigger, you're going to pull the right trigger. It's going to feel really good.
Speaking of gameplay.
Yeah.
May 18th is going to be a gameplay premiere live stream.
Nice. That's, like, decent like, it's like a month and a bit.
It's a good in-between now and E3.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's the perfect point, actually.
It honestly might be, like, the exact midpoint.
Yeah.
But I think... I've been reading around at some few things. I'll get to that after the next few items on the list, but I think they have the opportunity to switch up some stuff this time around, and I feel like that's why we didn't get gameplay reveals yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem with Destiny was, like, the structure of it, right? Not really the gameplay. Like, if anything, it was that shooting that made me stick with it so long, right?
Destiny's guns feel amazing.
Like, I think that's the best gunplay on consoles, period. Like, the hand cannon is probably the greatest weapon of all time.
Yeah, I think the speed and handling of Call of Duty and the weight of guns in Destiny are unmatched by anything.
Yeah, it's so good.
And I mean, like, I know that's some Activision praise and people hate COD, but this is, like, legit very good shooting.
Yeah.
Gameplay reveal, though, yeah, I'm interested in that. I want to see where they take it. It's interesting to see, or it will be interesting to see how they show it off, because are they going to just be focusing on what the world looks like now, or is there going to be a drastic gameplay change? Like, I don't know how they want to go about this.
I assume the structure is going to be different in a way that makes the campaign more of a bigger, like the story of it, a bigger part, you know? Because with the last one, it just feels like the cutscenes were kind of like whatever. And I assume maybe they'll go away from, like, the main quest being, like, locations and a map thing. I don't know.
Well, it's funny you say that, because next item on the list is the synopsis for the story.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Is that out? They put that out?
Yeah, that came out. They posted it on their website.
Oh, okay, cool. I haven't heard this yet, so I'm excited.
Alright, so, along with the trailer, we got this synopsis for Destiny 2. Humanity's last safe city has fallen to an overwhelming invasion force led by Gaul, the imposing commander of the brutal Red Legion. He has stripped the city's guardians of their power and forced the survivors to flee. You will venture to mysterious, unexplored worlds of our solar system to discover an arsenal of weapons and devastating new combat abilities. To defeat the Red Legion and confront Gaul, you must reunite humanity's scattered heroes, stand together, and fight back to reclaim our home. That is the official synopsis for Destiny 2.
I really love how they've contextualized within the universe about, like, losing all your weapons and items from the last game.
I know.
I think that's really funny.
I know, it's like, because remember when those rumors came out, everyone was complaining, and now it's like, well, now it's part of the story, so you gotta deal with it.
It's so good.
I know, I love that.
Again, just saying, like, them even just removing that stuff in general and showing that they want to make such a drastic departure from the first Destiny, I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I think, lore-wise, I'm not fully invested with Destiny's history and intricacies of the races, but design-wise and gauging my interest in all the different species they had in Destiny that were enemies, the Cabal were my favorite.
Yeah.
Those were the guys on Mars.
I like the Reapers. Was that...
Wait.
Was that Destiny?
Do you mean Mass Effect?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was Mass Effect.
Okay. Yeah, see, I honestly can't remember anything about Destiny's lore. My bad. I could tell you about Halos, maybe. Up to 3. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so the only thing, though, with this, though, is the Cabal were the guys on Mars. They were the dudes with the giant shields. Do you remember them?
Yes. Those were annoying sometimes. Oh my god.
Right. So the trailer did show the shields are smaller, and they had some design variations for the Red Legion, which is a subsidiary of the Cabal, I guess. And one, I'm really glad that they're just focusing in on main antagonist army. That's pretty cool. What I really want to see, though, is them explore the solar system more, I guess, because none of the well, there were a couple planets in the first Destiny that I liked, but
Venus is my go-to.
Venus was my favorite out of them, but
Yeah.
I didn't like the Vex, you know, the robots.
Yeah.
I didn't like them. I didn't like the
I'd be
design.
cool if like they explored more of Earth, by the way.
I think that's honestly, I think that's gonna be based on what we saw in the trailer and the synopsis about that, the last city being overtaken. I do think we're probably gonna start there and end there,
Yeah.
which is very cool. And I do want to see more of Earth. I don't want to just spend all my time in Russia like we did in the first game.
Right, that was weird. Oh man, I remember playing a Destiny beta before the game came out and imagining that the map would be so much bigger than that for Earth.
I know, it was so disappointing.
I thought like, oh my god, they're gonna do 9 planets, right?
See, before the trailer came out, I was like making a video about expectations for things.
Yeah.
I really want to see Pluto. I think it would be so cool to go to Pluto in Destiny.
It'd be pretty cool.
Like,
yeah.
just what they could do there. Like, Pluto's so far off from everything that happened in the first Destiny. Like, just like put some crazy ass other side of the world universe type stuff there. That'd be so cool to like explore.
Did people like the Mars stuff in Destiny 1? Because like maybe I just don't like Mars in general, but I always feel like it's just too barren to actually enjoy my time with.
See, I think Destiny has an inherent problem with the layout of their planets.
Yeah.
And I hope that rumors we're going to get to in a second are true about what we can expect exploration-wise.
Before you get to the rumors, I just want to say that I want to see Jupiter pretty badly, and I would like to see the Traveler change, because Jupiter's like a gas planet, right? I would like to see the Traveler convert Jupiter into like a really cool, walkable surface level planet.
So interesting though you said that, because I was corrected by numerous accounts in a video I made that
is Jupiter not a gas planet?
No, the Traveler made every single planet habitable.
Right. Yes, that's the lore thing, right?
Yes. So I'd be interested. I've heard things about Europa. You know, like Saturn's moon, I guess, or Jupiter.
Man,
I don't know which one it is.
Moons are cool, but also they're just moons, though.
Yeah, because like
I don't know.
I honestly liked Earth's moon, like the map. I liked
it was
the moon
cool.
a lot.
It was a cool moon.
I don't like the hive, but I like the moon as a planet or not planet, but a hub sort of thing. Not even a hub. You know what I mean, right? Like just
I know what you mean. I got
environment.
You. Yeah.
It would be cool to see like Saturn though, or any other planets. I want to see them expand, you know. And if this is gonna be technically an expansion, still a sequel. It's in a weird space because this isn't like WoW, you know.
Yeah.
So if they do include maybe hopefully improved environments from the first game, like Venus, Mars, Earth, the moon, maybe make Mercury explorable this time, because Mercury was just in PvP.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Yeah, Mercury was totally in the first Destiny.
Yeah, you just didn't go there.
Yeah.
So if they want to have those in there and alter where we go there so it's still new and fresh, but like not too taxing development wise, that'd be great. But I really want to see at least like 3 or 4 new planets to go to.
Definitely. I hope we don't actually see any existing planets. Like, if we see Venus again, I would hope it's a different place on it.
Yeah.
Unless it's the same environment. I don't know. Like, I think the reason I didn't buy Rise of Iron last year was because I just assumed Destiny 2 would have all that content back in it. Mm-hmm. But now I kind of assume that Destiny 2 won't have anything from the first game.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. Also, did you see the rumors about like a second Traveler?
No.
Okay, I just heard people were looking at the box art and thinking that there was another Traveler on there. I don't know if that makes sense though.
Quickly before we get to the rumors though, multiple versions of the game do exist. Your deluxe edition, your digital deluxe edition, your collector's edition, all that stuff.
That collector's edition looks pretty stupid. I just want to say it right
like
away.
A handbag with it, right?
It's $250 and that handbag is so awful. Oh my god! It has has a solar powered like portable charger thing.
Yeah, but you know what's actually cool?
What?
Not about that though. If you pre-order the base game at GameStop, you get a Cade 6 figure.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. And if you pre-order it anywhere else, I'm hearing you get a Titan figure.
Yeah, I believe you also get beta access with the pre-order, right?
Yeah, that was actually next up.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm
Yeah.
glad you brought it up. I actually think I skipped over that.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I think the rumors are that beta is going to start in the summer. Like completely unfounded rumors, mind you, but
yeah,
that feels like it makes sense to me. Like a nice E3 drop, like beta now.
Well, I'm pretty sure the first Destiny did that. Pre-order for early beta access, and then later in the summer it opened up.
Right, and I think Sony again, they have like is an exclusive first week, beta period, I think.
Yeah, so if you pre-order on a PS4, you get early access.
Yeah, if it's anything like that first Destiny beta, it'll give you like half of the content in the game, I think.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the beta, though. I want to check it out. I'll pre-order it probably when it's closer, because I'm going to get this, but I'm going to pre-order probably when it's closer for the beta.
Yeah, I just already pre-ordered it on Amazon because, I don't know, they don't charge you till it ships, because whatever.
Yeah, sure. There is going to be also an expansion pass.
Just like the first game, right?
Yep, they already said Expansion 1 and Expansion 2 are confirmed to be coming.
Yeah, I hope those expansions are better than the first game's expansions. Because I wasn't really a fan of, the House of Wolves and the other one, the Dark Below.
Right, yeah, see, because I only encountered that expansion once I got the Taken King on disc. Because I sold our friend Vanilla Destiny because I was, like, completely burnt out on it.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when I got back into the Taken King and it had everything, then I was like, wow, they really changed everything.
Yeah.
So.
I just remember the House of Wolves had, like, the worst platforming section of all time.
Prison of Elders, though, that got added. That's really good. I like that a lot.
I can't remember. What was that again? Was that an expansion or, like, a...
It was a new game mode.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
I don't know if you played it with us, but
I think I did check it out with you once. Yeah, it was like that.
It was like a boss rush.
It wasn't like zombies, but yeah, it was that. Yeah.
It was basically a boss rush, and you got pretty sweet loot at the end of it.
Yeah. You think they'll increase the cap from like 3 players co-op this time?
I don't know. I think they should.
3 was always a weird thing.
Yeah, 3 is very odd. I mean, I guess like you have 3 classes, so you can have a balanced team, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Is this game? Did they say anything about how many classes are in it yet?
Not yet.
But
the official website still says Hunter, Warlock, and Titan.
But there could be more, right?
Maybe.
Or is that is that outside the lore? I don't know.
I don't know if it is or not, but I know. Yeah, the only classes listed so far confirmed are the ones we already have. The 3 main races: the Awoken, the Exos, and the humans. You still have them.
Yeah.
And the masters of each respective class are the same as the first game.
I'm gonna bring this back just a little bit, but didn't they say like that you could import your character's look to Destiny 2?
Yes.
But not the loot? Okay. That's cool then. I have a cool looking Titan, I think.
Yeah, I have a Hunter that I'd prefer if it was an Exo at this point. I have him as a human. He just has like weird face paint, but yeah, my Titan is badass.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like did the first Destiny have beards?
I don't know. I didn't put one on mine.
Because the new game definitely has beards. And, like, you see the promo art has them all, like, not wearing helmets.
They're all human, too.
Yeah.
Which I don't like.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will go make a new character with a new beard. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Last on this list, though, if I'm not forgetting anything, is the rumors that have been going around on Reddit, NeoGAF, Twitter, every single place, YouTube comment sections, everywhere. So, I did post a video about what I would like to see in Destiny 2 as being a fan on my level. I got a lot of feedback on that, which I very much appreciated. One of the big things people thought that they really want in the game that was also hinted at in the trailer when I watched the IGN video is not necessarily space battles, but ship combat.
Oh, yeah.
That would be so cool.
That would be quite cool.
And honestly, if it means they have to scrap every planet except for Earth that was in the first game and just give us new ones, if it lets us like fly to each planet, like No Man's Sky style.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that would be amazing.
I'm all in for that.
That would be crazy, because like I feel like, oh man, like just to bring up another game quickly that we might get to in next section, I don't know. But like the first Star Wars Battlefront, remember, not the first one, but the reboot?
Yeah.
Remember how you had to like spawn into ships and you were like in a different play field?
Yes.
I hated that. But like Destiny, if you didn't have to like pull up your stupid ghosts and then transition to that loading screen of the ship and then go back to the map and then go to the tower, like that sucked, right?
Yeah, see, I love the ship design for Destiny, but
they're
there's
so
no
great.
point to that.
Yeah, I think
it's just like, hey,
Destiny...
check out this, I'm better than you.
Yeah, like I pre-ordered my Destiny whatever when it came out, and I got some cool like purple ship, I think, but no one sees it.
Yeah, I mean, like you only see it if you're in a fire
Party
team.
or whatever. Yeah.
So it would be really cool if we get some dogfighting missions, or if we get to at least make the flight from a launch pad to landing pad between planets. Anything like that, I'm way in for.
Totally. I wonder how feasible it'd be too, because like, did you ever hear like those Kotaku reports about like the first Destiny and how like annoying it was to play with that, like, and mod it for the developers?
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like, even if it's just like more like an on rails thing, like a transportation, like light speed jump between each planet. I mean, they already sort of do the light speed jump, but I mean, like, if it's you and on your like ship deck or anything like that with your fire team for a little bit, or if it's like, I'd prefer if it was like just a sort of funneled actual flight between planets. That could be really cool, but dogfighting seems like it's possible.
I hope so.
In at least story missions, not like random.
That'd be really cool if there was like a free TIE Fighter mode, you know?
Yeah, I mean, again, this is what we were saying about, or what I was saying about them not doing the gameplay yet. Maybe they have some big reveal plan for some new features. Hopefully something like that. But even more so than saving space battles is the next option, open world.
That's a rumor?
I've seen lots of people saying more open world than the first game. Not even like open world as in like a Far Cry type scenario, more like waypoints, side quests, exploration focused areas, stuff like that, like different regions to travel to, walking across using your Sparrow, stuff like that, with the Earth specifically. That's what I saw.
I feel like most games are trying to adopt that open world design as much as they can now. So I feel like if that happens, that probably makes sense.
I'd be way into it for Destiny, because when it was first announced, I thought we were going to have something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny, before that game came out, I think a lot of the questions about it was like, people were wondering actually what the game was.
Yeah, because
it was kind of like a No Man's Sky thing, almost.
Yeah, because that was like one of the first PS4 games that they showed off, right? Or one of the first next-gen games that we had.
Yeah, I think so.
If I'm remembering that right. I think it was like this, Infamous Second Son. I think No Man's Sky was showed off then.
Yeah, I mean, it came out within the first year of the PS4, right?
Yeah, so I had like high hopes for that. So hopefully, since this isn't being restrained by last gen, hopefully they get some like, they get to flex their muscles when it comes to showing off everything they can put into this.
I wonder how long they've been working on this. Like,
probably since at least Taken King, conceptually.
Yeah, I bet conceptually, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Taken King definitely gave it a second life for a lot of people. So I think once they saw the reception of what they did better and what they improved on, that's probably, if they had plans for Destiny 2 then, they probably just scrapped them and then just started from fresh once the Taken King reception happened.
I bet.
That was over like about a year and a half ago now, right?
Taken King was, yeah, I guess.
That was like 2015, like fall 2015.
Yeah, it was fall 2015. Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, by the time Destiny 2 comes out, it would have been 2 years. So, I mean, yeah, that's long enough.
That's a dev cycle.
Yeah,
yeah.
Especially for a big franchise like this, it's probably reusing a lot of assets. More customization is rumored, like heavily.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like the paint system a lot in that game, where you could like the dye system. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I wish more games would do that.
It's especially with all the loot you get, having a shader that you can just like, okay, this is like a ugly ass combo, but if I put the shader on it, it's gonna be some sleek, orange and blue armor set. I love that.
Yeah, great system.
Yeah, but more customization. At the video I did, also I mentioned I wanted more customization, mainly for the base character model, because I mean the gear is long list of everything you can get in the game, but my main point was, if I'm an EXO with a green face and a purple mohawk, it's not hard for me to run into someone that looks exactly like me, you know?
Yeah.
So I hope they do flesh out that whole character customization thing.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I bet how it's going to go down is that, like, you're going to find a sick helmet anyways. That raises your stats way too much, so you just wear that and not see your character at all.
See, but in the social zones, I like having my helmet off.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, most people I've seen just have their gear on all the time, but I like having the helmet off. I like to RP that way. But last on the rumor list is new powers, and this is talking about the whole, you know how you have like the Sith Lightning and like the Void Walker and the Sunslinger or whatever.
Yeah, these are like the subclasses, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in this synopsis, I can check that quick. Gaul has stripped the city's guardians of their power. That one line is making people think that the old power is gone and they're gonna have a new set.
I wasn't really particularly fond of anything in the last Destiny for this thing, but I did like the one that let me throw fire hammers.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah, there's Taken King added one each, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was a Taken King.
Yeah, there was the hammers, there was the Sith Lightning, and then there was the bow and arrow for the 3 classes. But I know as time went on, they added more, like everyone can get a sword now and all that stuff. But I'm gonna add this on too as a rumor. Because do you have anything else to say about the powers?
No, I'm just hoping the flaming hammers do come back. But if not, I don't really care.
What I was gonna say is I've heard some people asking for more third-person stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm interested in that because, from my knowledge, there were rumors a while back before, like pre-release for the first game, that it was going to be a third-person game.
Yeah.
So I'd be very interested to see what a third-person Destiny looks like. I think, since Destiny 1 is basically split 50-50 with the amount of time you're in first and third person, so
yeah.
if they added something where it's like Battlefront style, I guess, so it's like you can pick, I don't know, I feel like that adds more to the point of getting armor, and it makes it more like WoW. So maybe like if you're exploring, you can have it in third person, and if you're in combat, you can switch over to first person if you hold down the touchpad or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think in that case, like more options for players doesn't hurt anybody unless it's like the Crucible stuff.
Yeah.
Where I think people might think if you have a third person view, you'll have an advantage.
Honestly, I guess it comes down to just like preference, but
I honestly don't think it probably affects anyone, but I do see like debates about it all the time.
Yeah,
I remember seeing with Battlefront quite a bit.
If Crucible stayed first person and the like single player or PvE stuff gave you the option, I'd be so down for that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm spending like 6 hours doing a raid to get some cool armor, I want to see it when I'm playing.
Yeah, definitely.
Not just in the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Because if I'm thinking about it, the socials, when you're using your sword or hammer thing or special, or if you're on your Sparrow, those are the only options you have to be third person.
You think Sparrow Racing's gonna come back as like a main feature?
I think that's still gonna be a time thing because people look forward to that. I guess that was really big. They brought it back for a second time.
Is it fun?
I tried it out, but my Sparrow sucks because
when
when they did it the first time, that was right after I got the Taken King disc set, so all my gear was still like year 1 stuff that got nerfed.
Oh yeah.
And then like I tried it out with a regular Sparrow and it was terrible. I was like, this seems cool. You get cool like racing gear from it. Like the level on it's so low, but you look like an F1 racer.
I thought it was hilarious at like the last PlayStation experience where they showed the Sparrow Racing stuff, and then afterwards they showed the new Wipeout remaster.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, why would you ever want to play Sparrow Racing?
Yeah, exactly, because the Wipeout's just so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'm looking forward to Destiny 2 a lot more than I thought I was going to. It might just be the hype, but part of it I think is I did enjoy my time with the first Destiny so much that looking forward to the potential this one has is getting my hopes up pretty high.
Yeah, I think I'm just glad to see them take such a hard break from the first Destiny, you know?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think you're gonna get it?
Absolutely. Unless it's like really bad, but like I'll probably be that idiot that like gets it pre-ordered or whatever, and then the first day it's out, I have server issues. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I need people to play with on PS4. I need to start campaigning for that.
Well, if it's 60 frames on PS4, then I'll get it there, but I'm really thinking about that PC offer.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe by then I might get a Pro. I don't know.
Could. Or maybe the Scorpio's enticing. I don't know. Apparently we're seeing that next week. Just putting that out there.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, that's news heavy weeks.
So look forward to next week's podcast when we compare the Scorpio to the PS4 Pro.
Yep.
I've actually been thinking about getting a Pro.
I still hate it in theory.
I do too, but the thing is, hear me out on this. Mass Effect is incredibly framey.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's just a software issue. I feel like it's a hardware stressing issue because my PS4 sounds like a jet engine when I'm playing Mass Effect.
Yeah, I just wish they would. I feel like Mass Effect, though, has so many other optimization issues, though, where I feel like it is more on BioWare than anyone else.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I mean, that same engine runs, like, Battlefront at 60 frames per second on a PS4.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I played Hitman. I tried 60 frames with Hitman. My PS4 is doing the same thing. Final Fantasy still stuttered for me a little bit here or there, but, like...
Final Fantasy also stutters on the PS4 Pro. That's a frame pacing issue, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about it more and more, mainly because depending on how this E3 goes, if or even how next week goes, if the Scorpio is basically the Xbox's version of a PS4 Pro, and by E3, if PlayStation says nothing about a PS5 or a new iteration, I'll probably get a PS4 Pro for Black Friday.
Sure.
Because I'd rather upgrade while my PS4 still works than, like, wait for some terrible thing to happen and then have to buy a new one, you know?
My big thing is, like, also, I don't know how to, like... I would ideally like to sell the PS4, get some cash, then buy a PS4 Pro. But if I do that, though, then I can't transfer my PT over. And I need my PT.
Would you be able to push everything to an external drive and then...
No, because I think you need the original PS4, apparently.
I'll look into that then.
Yeah.
So that will do it for Destiny 2 news, but there's one other thing that I want to spend some time on this week. I started playing Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, I'm making a series about it because I've never played a Souls game. I tried Dark Souls 1 on my brother's Xbox. And I've always been intrigued by the series because of how hard it is and how that's why people love it. And, I mean, that's a big selling point for the From Software games. But Bloodborne, I bought it last summer, or maybe a year and a half ago at this point, I forget. But I probably put, like, under an hour into that game. And I've shot 2 episodes, 1 is posted so far. I'm hooked. I'm straight up hooked on this game.
Yeah.
Because of this, I want to bring up the idea. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any game or game series you've never gotten into but you want to, and make yourself give it a second chance or a first chance and see what the hype is about?
Well, I definitely want to check out the first Knack before I play Knack 2 this year.
Yeah,
which I haven't. I've heard some really great things, but no, real talk. I think it's probably like Resident Evil. That Resident Evil 7 game was pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't ever really played like the other Resident Evil games. Like I've dabbled with them, but I feel like I should really dedicate some time and like figure that out and like start to get it, because I can't state it enough like how much I really enjoyed playing the new one.
Yeah, Resident Evil is a historic franchise at this point, I guess. But
yeah, definitely, it's super influential in like every step of the way.
Yeah, if I can recommend anything from my experience with the series, definitely play the remake of 1 first.
Yeah.
Because you could probably get through that in a weekend.
Yeah, I hear it holds up really well, right?
The remake especially.
Yeah.
And with that one, it does give you the option to use the classic controls or a more modernized layout, which is very helpful, especially if you're brand new to the series. Because the thing with the PS1 game release, I tried to play it on my PSP recently, but
oh yeah,
those
controls, right?
Yeah, those controls.
Yeah, those are nutty.
It does add to the atmosphere of the game. I'll give them that. I don't think that was their intention, but it does add to how creepy that game is. But
yeah, well, I wonder, because like also Resident Evil 4 is kind of like that too, though, right? Where, like, it is pretty clunky, but also once you get it though, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I've only played fully 2 of the main series games, but yeah, I definitely recommend that. There are spin-offs that I guess would be worth checking out depending on which type of Resident Evil you like.
Yeah.
Because there is the static cam 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 onward has been the third-person cover shooter, not cover shooter, but over-the-shoulder shooter, and then 7 being first-person.
Yeah, you think 7 is gonna be start of a new trilogy that's like all first-person stuff?
100%.
Yeah, I bet. That's super cool. I'm also just gonna... I completely forgot about this, but I just feel like I should mention it too. But, like, the Silent Hill games, man. Always wanted to play those. Like, I nearly had the chance to do it last generation, where they put out that HD collection of 2 and 3. But, like, Konami butchered those so bad. Like, they were unplayable. Like, they re-recorded the voice acting, and it was all crap, and I didn't check it out. But, like, Sony just, like, put Silent Hill 2 and 3 up on PS4 as classics. I would love to play those. And same with the first one, too.
Yeah, well, yeah, those are definitely too long running. I guess they are similar in certain aspects, I guess, because they are.
Yeah, I think Resident Evil is more actiony, and then Silent Hill is more psychological stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
both started on the PS1 though.
Yeah, there is only a certain extent you can get with being psychological with PS1 capabilities, though. You know.
Well,
I mean, that's why I was so interested with what Silent Hills would have been, and
right.
I think I know you're gonna bring up Metal Gear Solid.
Well, you know, I'm super into Metal Gear already, so.
No, I meant for the PS1 thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That should be on PS4. Like, why not?
No, I was meaning like there's a certain extent you can get to being psychological.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna bring that up.
Oh, dude. Well, actually, yeah, sure. That's a good argument because, like, I feel like it doesn't matter like how good or production value your thing is, you can still make it kind of creepy. Like Kojima, like in the PS1 generation, making that Video 1 Hideo 2 thing with the controller port. Man, that was ingenious. Like, not to praise Kojima because everyone already knows that, but like, it's just, I don't think it matters just how good the game looks. Like, you can make some freaky things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kojima is something else, but I mean, his Silent Hills, think about that though.
Yeah, I know, that would have been the best thing ever.
There are 2 other ones besides Souls that I was going to bring up for this.
Sure.
Now that, just since I thought of another one once you brought up Silent Hills.
Yeah.
First one though, Dragon Quest.
Yeah, that's one for me as well, man.
See, because I wish I got into JRPGs way before I did, because I love them so much. I guess if you count Kingdom Hearts as one, I was already kind of there, but I didn't like branch out. Yeah,
that's, you know, I think you're talking about turn-based RPGs, right? Is that the thing?
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, Dragon Age is mostly turn-based, so I guess with Dragon Age, but or not Dragon Age, Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest, yeah. Oh, yeah, Dragon Age is that BioWare. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've always loved Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts. Those are 2. Like, Pokemon is the entrance JRPG, and then
sure,
Kingdom Hearts is more the westernized version. But yeah, Final Fantasy. I wish I got into that earlier because I mean I was basically there with Kingdom Hearts, but I just didn't give it a chance, and I wish I did. But now I'm all in with Final Fantasy, and Dragon Quest though is one I really want to check out. And I know this is a PlayStation podcast, but they recently put Dragon Quest 8 on the 3DS. So now I'm pretty sure you can get Dragon Quest 1 through 9 on on DS systems.
Yeah.
So I might be purchasing that soon.
There's some fascination I have with Dragon Quest only because of like how popular it used to be apparently. Yeah. Like apparently in like Japan people were like skipping school on Dragon Quest release day to get that game.
Yeah.
You know, like there's actually a great quest in Yakuza 0 where you find a kid who's waiting to get his Dragon Quest 3 on release day, and then some guy robs it from him, and then some guy robs it from that robber, and then the dad of the kid robs it from that robber, then gives it back. It's so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Dragon Quest, fascinating. I hope Square Enix brings out that new one soon.
Yeah, so I feel like Dragon Quest is like right on the verge of being able to make a comeback. So I want to get in now before it does.
Oh yeah, get into it. Be the cool guy.
Not even that. I just want to like have some history with it before 11 comes out, because 11 looks awesome.
Yeah, it does look great.
See, I want to like, I've done my research on this. I either want to get Dragon Quest 5 because that story sounds amazing. It's like you follow a character through their entire life.
Oh wow!
So you start like a kid, teenager, adult, and then like an elderly character.
That's ambitious.
Yeah, and it's on the DS.
Yeah, released probably on the SNES first, though, right?
I'd
imagine.
So.
I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a DS version. It's like $25. I'm thinking either that or 8, because 8 was the one on PS2. So I guess that this does connect back to PlayStation because it was only on PS2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dragon Quest, everything about that, especially the design, because I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. The same
same guy,
concept
right?
artist did all the designs for Dragon Quest, and I love that.
Yeah, those Dragon Quest games also have like amazing soundtracks too.
Yeah, and voice acting.
The English dubs and stuff.
Yeah, I've looked into a couple things from Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah.
The voice acting in Dragon Quest 8, which came out, like, there was a 3-year gap, I think, between Dragon Quest 8 and Final Fantasy 10. Insurmountable difference between quality.
Yeah.
It's insanely crazy how different the quality of voice acting is in those games.
Yeah. Was there another series, by the way, you're bringing up?
Yes, I was going to get to that because you just brought it up, actually. That is,
I thought
Yakuza.
I had a suspicion.
Yes, Yakuza. Very much want to get into Yakuza.
Yes. You gotta. I had no prior, like, I think in 2009 I downloaded the Yakuza 3 demo on PSN. And that was like okay. And I was like whatever. But then like this year I saw that video of that chicken on Twitter.
Yep.
In Yakuza 0. And I decided to buy it at launch, and man, like the 30 hours I spent playing that game, it's so good. One of the best stories I've seen in games, honestly.
Wait, is the story only 30 hours?
No, it's well, like
no, because if it is, I will hop on that ASAP.
Dude, you can mainline that story in like 20 hours if you want to.
Okay.
But there's side stuff in the game too. You should see. So yeah, I saw a lot of that side stuff, and then got the story done in like 30 hours.
Okay.
But you can mainline through it pretty fast. Like there's no like leveling too. Like honestly, it's pretty short, so if you want to get on it, you can get on that.
Yeah, see, like, just because of my schedule in college and everything, right now, 25 to 30 hours is, like, a sweet spot for RPGs for me.
Dude, then yeah, definitely play Yakuza 0.
I know that's pretty low for time-wise, but still, like, I love that. So, yeah, everything about Yakuza, though. I remember my only experience with Yakuza before that chicken video, though, was always seeing, I think, the box art for Yakuza 2 at GameStop. And, and then I know Greg Miller is insanely in love with it.
Oh, with the 0 or like all of them?
Yakuza in general.
Oh, that's cool. Because like after I played 0, I was like, I need more of this right now. So I pulled out my PS3, downloaded the copy of Yakuza 4 I got on Plus like 2 years ago, played through that in a weekend, and I adored it. And now I'm playing through 5 and 2 simultaneously. Like, that series is the best.
1 is getting a remaster, right? Or remake?
It's a remake. Yeah, it should look the same level as 0 does.
That's good.
Yeah, that comes out in the summer apparently. I would still play 0 before 1 if you can. Because
I will, I think, because I want, since I don't have the history of the franchise that would have made 0 better, I want to start with 0 and go through it, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Yakuza and Dragon Age. Not Dragon Age, Dragon Quest.
Every series you mentioned is Japanese.
I know, dude.
I don't know what that means.
Japan makes better games.
Yeah, I really do like their games.
And I mean, Sony's Japanese, so
it's true.
I mean, I guess it's true. Like, just
Mark Cerny isn't Japanese, but I think Knack was Sony Japan. So,
I mean, everybody at Sony seems like they love Japan, anyways.
You think people that worked on like Shadow of the Colossus is working on Knack 2 right now?
Oh god.
I bet that's happening.
I hope.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Oh my god. Because yeah, even like obviously Shuhei is a big presence now. Gio Corsi spends a lot of time in Japan.
Yeah.
Mark Cerny's in Japan all the time.
Yeah.
The only one who's like not really Japan centric that is coming to me right now is Andrew House.
Well, Sean Layden is the president of the U.S., right? And there's that guy in the U.K., Jim something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
but
even like Sean Layden seems like he has some interest in some Japanese titles.
Well, he wore that Vib Ribbon shirt. Remember?
Yeah.
On stage. I think he used to be like on the localization team, I think, for Japanese Sony games to come to the U.S.
Yeah, when Jack Tretton was still.
Yeah, my
Jackie
boy.
T.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, honestly, wrapping this up, just compare. Like.
Well, I'm just thinking like just this year in general. Yeah. Like, actually, I feel like Japan games haven't really been good for a while in terms of console stuff until maybe like this year, where we're like, we got Gravity Rush 2, Yakuza 0, Resident Evil 7, Neo, Zelda Breath of the Wild, about to get Persona 5. Yeah, I'm probably missing a few. Oh, Nier Automata. Like, we've had some great releases so far in terms of Japanese games this year, where I feel like this presence from them. Yeah, Danganronpa the collection, the Zero Escape games came out as a collection too. Like, I feel like we haven't seen this presence from Japan on consoles like this in like since the PS2, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, PS4 is doing very well right now, so.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So yeah, that is it for episode 6 of the PS Procast. Quick housekeeping thing, we have socials you can follow at PS Followers on Twitter, at PlaystationFollower on Instagram. Like I said earlier, you can email us your questions at psfollowers@gmail.com. Be sure to comment down below and let us know what you thought about any of this stuff. If you like the new format better, any criticisms we will take into account. Is there anything you'd like to say, Omar?
No, did you say the email for the questions?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Then yeah, no, we're good. I don't know. We got some content up, right? Those Destiny videos?
Yes, made some Destiny videos about the trailer, expectations, what I want to see. I guess since I made a segment about it, check out that Bloodborne series I just started. I actually got very good tips from the Bloodborne Reddit about what I should do.
That's awesome.
Apparently, I picked the worst origin, because the origin you pick affects your stats, and apparently I picked the one that will give me the hardest time.
I think I always pick the one that gave me the most HP.
Yeah,
I think that's smart, but like, I don't really care.
Being honest, I was so absorbed trying to make sure everything was recording and working that I wasn't even noticing the fact that the origins were different stats.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, glad that you're enjoying it though. Those games are well liked.
Yeah, very very well done.
But also though, pretty easy to like come into Dark Souls and say I hate this. Like.
Yeah, see, you just have to like actually sit down and give it a chance and be dedicated to push through it.
Totally.
So yeah, on that note, greatness awaits, and we will see you all in the next episode.